Hi, and welcome to Student Nurses Success, where we are dedicated to helping you earn that A+ in your nursing courses. Today, we're going to talk about a topic I'm asked about all the time. How do I get an A in pathophysiology? We all know pathophysiology is a hard course, but it's also one of your more interesting nursing courses. It does take some time and dedication to earn that great grade in patho, and I have 5 tips to success I'm going to share with you today. These 5 tips to success spell the word patho, so that's going to help you remember them. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first letter is P for prepare. This is actually one of the most important parts of success in pathophysiology. I'd say it's the second most important step. We'll actually get to the most important step in a few moments. The topics that are covered include a lot of information, so it's really important that you prep your brain for class. You really want to prepare for class by either reviewing the notes ahead of time, skimming through the assigned readings, and viewing any available videos or media supplements. This gets your brain ready for what you're going to be covering, and that helps a lot. I suggest doing as much prep time as you have time for. So if you have an hour or two, that is awesome. But if you only have 15 to 20 minutes to prep, that's helpful too. So any amount of prep time will result in a positive class experience. The next letter is A. A is for anticipate. While you're preparing, anticipate questions you might have. If something looks a little complex, then mark it in your notes so you're cued and really ready to pay attention or focus when you come to that topic during class. Maybe even write a question or two down that you have, and then you can ask those when you get to that topic in class. Make sure you highlight or mark something you think might be important so that you can pay special attention to it and anticipate those questions in class. The next letter is T. Now, T is for take notes, which is obvious, but you really do want to take notes during class. Taking notes really helps you stay focused. Also, taking notes can just be starring or highlighting parts that the faculty stresses or mentions more than once. If they mention it more than once or stress it, it's important to know. So circle that, highlight it, or star it. Also, mark any areas that you may have missed some notes during class. Maybe you kind of drifted off. That way, you can go back to them and you know where you need to clarify after class. And you can even ask a friend real quickly after class if there's an area and say, hey, what did you get in this thing? I kind of, drifted off for a few moments. So, marking things that you know need to go back for is important also. The next is H. H stands for home review. Now, this is probably what I consider the most important thing to do. You really must go home the day of class and review the notes again. If you set aside an hour or two each day to review notes from class that day, that is awesome. But if you only even have 15 to 20 minutes, that's going to help also. Home review the day of class is so important. If you do not do this, you're going to forget the material you covered and you're actually going to have to start over with learning it. So you absolutely must reinforce what you learned in class fairly quickly after class. And this is going to save you so much time as you review for the exams. It also gives you time to clarify any important information you marked or with questions, or maybe something you missed during class or something you need to kind of expand upon. The last letter is O for over and over again. Honestly, repetition is a really good learning technique. So going over the material each day is essential. Each time you go over the material, you're able to get a little deeper into the understanding of it, and this really helps. The first few passes through give you surface knowledge, but the repetition of review is what really helps you understand and get a little deeper into the material. As you go over and over the material, try teaching it out loud. Oh, hey, out loud. Oh, see, another O that you can add there. So teach the material out loud and review it over and over again. And there you go. You got P for prepare, A for anticipate your questions, T for taking notes, H for home review the day of class, and O for over and over and teach out loud. Remember, by doing these things, you're going to save you a lot of time the night before the exam, and you're going to get that A plus in pathophysiology.